today let's talk about this problem 179 from the Leetcode. As you can see, this problem seems very popular among tech companies. So we are given a list of bunch of non-negative numbers, and we want to form the largest number from these numbers and return a string instead of an integer. Okay, so the first example we had was this array with two numbers, 10 and 2. So which number is the largest? We have two choices. We have 10, so we have 10 comes first and then 2, or we can have 2 that comes first and then followed by the 10. So we have 102 and 210. Obviously 210 is larger than 102, so we return this in string. We have these numbers, so we have 5 numbers, and then the answer is this string. Well, first approach will be the brute force, but here, what is the time complexity for this brute force? Let's use this example. We have 5 numbers in an array, and what is the time complexity for this guy using brute force? So we obviously have 5 choices. 5 slots to fill, and then the first slot we can choose 1 out of 5. So there we have 5, and then the next one we can choose 4 remaining. We can choose 1 among remaining 4 numbers, and we can choose one number from remaining 3 and 2 and 1. So we have a 5 factorial for these 5 numbers. And if you are given, I don't know, like nums with length, say n, then time complexity of using the brute force will be n factorial, which is really horrible. So let's find a better way. And as you can see, the only difference here we will be making compared to the merge sort that you see in your introductory textbook is that we are making this comparison. So we have a string a from here, and then we have a string we have some number b from separate array, and when we are combining these two guys, we will be making this comparison. So we would have string a plus string b, and we want to check if that is smaller than string b plus string a. If this is true, then we put b in front of a. So just keep in mind how merge sort works. We will be using that same example from the problem. So we are given this nums. We have 3, 30, 34, 5, and 9. Let's see how our merge sort works. Original array, and then we split this original array into 2 parts. So 3, 30, 34, and then 5 and 9. So the index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we do length divided by 2. That will give us 2. So from 0 to 2, there will be this guy, and then all the remaining numbers they will go here. We split this array, so this array and this array, so we will get 3, 30, and then 34, and from here we will get 5 and 9. We'll have to divide this guy into 2. Then we will get one. So we will get an array with just single number. Here we would have 3, and here we would have 30, 34, 5, and 9. We would have to do that comparison, and we have to merge them. So if you look at here, 3 and 30. So which one is bigger? Well, we do the comparison. So this guy plus this guy, that will give us what? 330. That's obviously bigger than this guy plus this guy. So 3 will come before 30. So we would have 3 and 30. Here we have 5 and 9. Obviously 95 is bigger than 59, so 95 comes first. And here we would have to compare 34 with the first guy in here. There will be what? So string 34 plus string 3, there will be 343. That is definitely bigger than string 3 plus string 34. That's why this guy comes first. Now we move the pointer here and there's nothing left. So we just move this entire array to here. And here we do the same thing. So we compare the first element from here and then the first element from here. Obviously string 9 plus string 34, that would be 934. That is definitely bigger than string 34 plus string 9. Therefore 9 comes before 34. So 9 comes here. We would have to check, so then we would have to move the pointer from here to here. So we will be comparing 5 to 34 again. Now we do the same thing. 534, that's string 5 plus string 34. That is definitely bigger than string 34 plus string 5. So 5 comes before 34. So 5 comes right after 9. And then we move this pointer again. And since there is nothing left here, we just move everything from this array after 5. And then if you look at here, we get 9, 5, 34, 3, 30. Now we can use that Python function where you, I think it is called join. So you have join.map. Join, and inside the parentheses you have map, and then you just map string with this array. So let's look at the code. This code looks very similar to the merge sort algorithm that you see in your textbook. The only difference is that you have the comparison is we have string comparison here, and then also another thing that you have to keep in mind is that if you look at here, I have string and the parentheses int, and then you have usual that like turning that array into a string. The reason why I use this string and int is that there might be a case where you have something like 0, 0, 0, and if you don't include these two guys, if you only have this, if you only have this guy, then you get something like 0, 0, 0, which is not exactly a number. Instead, we should get something like 0. So that's why you when you apply int to this number, you get 0, and then you turn it into a string, then you get 0. You get string 0. So that is that for this problem. Let's run this. Yeah. So I hope that helped, and if my video helps you, then please subscribe my channel, as that helps growing my channel. And yeah, thank you so much for you guys watching my video.